experienced a power fluctuation while upgrading hardware. It disrupted communications momentarily.
However, we are now back online. Resume standard procedures.
I want a status report on all operations within the next solar day.
Shadow Broker, out.
Goddess of Oceans. It's you. You... How?
Well, everyone who's ever seen him in person is dead. So,
You're the new Shadow Broker.
Is taking over as the Shadow Broker really a good idea?
it was either that or lose everything. His contacts, his trading sources, those will really help us. With the
True.
Shadow Broker's information network, I can give you... I can...
I'll check the power systems.
Why are we sending the injured guy to go and do that? Okay, thanks, Garrus. Poor dude. Liara.
It's over. It's finally... For 2 years.
Come here.
It's all right.
It's alright. I'm not going anywhere.
I spent 2 years mourning you and Farron. And now I've got you both back. Let's see what we've got. No safeguards or user restrictions. It's like he never anticipated anyone but himself being here. And it's all ours.
Sure you want to stay here? I could use you on the Normandy.
I have to stay here. We can't pass this up, Shepard. All I wanted was to rescue Farron, but is it wrong that part of me wants this? With the Shadow Broker's network, I can help you. Maybe I can turn this operation into something better.
Don't be a stranger this time.
Come by when you have a chance. The doors are always open.
Take care of yourself, Liara.
Thank you, Shepard. For everything.
She's basically our intel in and out of every situation. Be nice to have that type of info on the battlefield. Brilliant. I think that was the DLC actually, now that I realise it. I wondered, fuck, this is one hell of a freaking loyalty mission, but then I realised, hang on, this is the DLC. Where am I?
Shepard, it's so good to see you. I've set up a few terminals with information I think you'll find interesting. Take a look.
Oh, it's Wade.
Welcome back, Shadow Broker.
What's this?
That's the old broker's VI assistant. It's actually been helpful with rebuilding the network.
Please let me know if I can organize anything else for you, Shadow Broker.
It also thinks anyone in the room is the broker. I'll play around with the settings later.
My manual is ready whenever you have a moment.
Oh, you can look at the dossiers of each person. She's been talking with the Shadow Broker.
What are you doing, Liara?
I'm a bit The Shadow Broker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over. He had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalatros traded intel. And now it's ours.
You're not gonna turn into a recluse with creepy information on everyone in the galaxy, are you?
I can understand the temptation. I've got all the secrets of the galaxy at my fingertips. Give me 10 minutes and I could start a war. But I've got a purpose. Helping you stop the Reapers. That will keep me honest. You know, relatively speaking.
Well, I do not want to piss you off then, eh, Liara?
Have you found anything useful yet?
The Shadow Broker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council.
He didn't want Saren to succeed.
Agreed. All the way to the end.
He also knew that the Collectors were Protheans, repurposed to be Harbinger's puppets. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive.
Why was he still looking at Protheans? They gave us the warning and the conduit at Ilos, but we've used those.
The Shadow Broker seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. Or maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope.
I don't know about hope.
How'd you know what the Shadow Broker was?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one.
So you basically bluffed his whole culture on a whim. Fair enough.
How's Farron doing?
As well as you'd expect, after 2 years of intermittent torture.
You gonna be
Jesus.
okay?
I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it.
Are you two seeing each other?
So, you and Farron?
No. He's been through a traumatic ordeal. He's emotionally fragile and needs to heal. He's very grateful to me for saving him. But it would be irresponsible of me to take advantage of that.
It wouldn't be taking advantage. I mean, you could just be there to comfort him.
It was good talking with you, Liara. Let me know if you need anything.
I think what I need right now is a friend. I can't leave for too long, but spending all my time on this ship. Maybe next time you come by, I could come up to the Normandy.
That sounds great. Why don't you come up now?
Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute.
Wait a minute, what? Don't tell me I've just started a romance with her. I didn't want to start a romance with Liara.
Did you enjoy the tour?
Yes, it's a beautiful ship. And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. Although, he did ask if I'd embraced eternity lately.
That's funny.
Of course he did.
I also spoke with Dr. Chakwas. I'm glad she's doing well. I brought you something. It took some digging, but I recovered your tags.
Wow. Thank you.
I thought I'd never see these again.
They changed hands more than once. Do you remember Admiral Hackett? He gave them to me so I could return them to you. He sends his best and hopes you're okay. So, how are you doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up.
Between you and me, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. I'm doing everything I can, but
You've done more than most. There wouldn't be a man, woman, or child left on Horizon, if not for you.
I saved some of them. Not enough. And the Collectors will keep hitting colonies until I stop them.
So you'll stop them.
And here I thought it'd be difficult.
You'll get the job done. You always do. I just don't know what comes next. So tell me what you want. What are you fighting for? A chance to give Miss Vaz Normandy a homeworld?
Yes.
Tali is important to me.
I'm sorry, Liara.
And she's been awestruck since you brought her onto the Normandy 2 years ago.
You could have mentioned that at the time.
And save you the fun of finding out on your own. I hope the two of you find some happiness, Shepard.
Thanks,
I should
Liara.
get back to my base, but thanks for inviting me up, Shepard.
Sorry, got phone call. Excuse me. Hello? You alright?
Come back soon.
No, apparently it's not until like the 28th when it comes out, I believe. Hey Joker. What was that about embracing eternity from Liara?
Commander.
Oh, you don't have anything to say about that.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's
it for now. See you, Commander.
Have a few minutes to talk.
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
Yeah.
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Irika. That memory I mentioned before. Laser cut trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Irika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
That's sweet. Opposites attract and all that.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Arashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
What happened to her?
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Irika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
Cowards.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Irika woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
Your soul chose it.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
Either way, Thane. You're my crewmate. And I hope I'm seen in the same eyes with you, basically.
What's happening?
You got a lot of questions, don't you?
So what?
If I want to talk to you, I will.
Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. Shepard, you got feelings for me? Because I don't need the complication.
Then don't worry. I'm not interested.
Good. I didn't want you coming around here anymore anyway.
Is there a problem, Jack?
Can't figure if you're playing me or not. I don't like it.
Then stop.
I'm not playing
You'd
you.
like that. Make this about you and what you want. I have to think. Go away. I don't want you coming around here for a while.
Alright, fair enough. Just wanted to let her know that I'm basically not the type of guy to just sleep with you to make you feel good in the moment. What's the point in that? It just makes the person you're talking to feel less than already as they think they are, basically. I never understand people that use sex as a coping mechanism, because at the end of the day, it just makes things so much worse. I mean, if you can, like, separate the emotions from the actual act itself, then I guess,
No
like,
messages for you, Commander.
do whatever you please, I suppose. You know, it's your body at the end of the day, but you have to understand that you should treat it like it's a freaking temple at the end of the day, you know? It's just kind of pointless to basically do shit like that, because you're just lowering your own standards and basically making yourself look like a mockery, basically. Okay, so I've just come back to Liara's ship, on the Shadow Broker's ship, and I've noticed this console where it gathers information. This bird, who I punched earlier in this game, is now interviewing this Krogan. Let's see what happens. Oh! Wait. Oh! I kind of want to get it when it hits her. Oh, right on the chin. That was brilliant. You can just replay this and have fun with it. He sent her flying! Looks like I'm not the only one who actually socked this bird in the face.
Keeper 20, Citadel.
There's just a dead Krogan up there.
Matriarch Atheta, Ilium.
Ah, she likes Liara, bless her.
Erdnot Torsk, Tuchanka.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh. He set the Varen on them. Oh my god. That's horrid.
Elias Kellam, Omega.
Oh no! No! Oh my god, he ran someone over! No, that's not funny. That's not funny. Oh my god.
Jacob Taylor, Normandy SR2.
Wait, why is this here? Okay. Fair enough.
Subject 0, Purgatory, ship now defunct.
Ship now defunct. Wow, you actually got to see her carnage.
Arya T'Loak, Omega. Emily Wong, Citadel.
Oh, he's in those.